Hello, you're listening to No Kids, No Pain. I'm Romina Puma.
And I'm Luca Cupani, and this podcast is about the choice of being child-free.
Each week we will explore the topic of choosing not to have kids.
And we would love to hear from you too.
If you decide to be child-free,
Don't feel guilty, this is the podcast for you.
and if you have kids,
Here's what you're missing out.
hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of No Kids, No Pain.
Hello, Romina.
Hello Luca,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm good, and today we have
We have a special episode today. We have a guest.
Yeah, the first of many. We are getting better and bigger, so we now
Yeah.
got welcome guests. in our
Yeah,
show.
and who is this guest? It's my partner, Darren.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello, Darren. Thank you for coming on
You're welcome.
So we wanted to ask you, what made you, make this choice of?
Let me ask, are you child-free? That could be a revealing moment.
Yeah, we are child free unless you count a cat as a child.
She does, but yes, not, legally is not a child.
Yeah. So what made you decide that in your life, and when did this happen?
Well, many years ago I was married, and at that time we were thinking of having a child, but the marriage didn't work out, and so ever since I got divorced, I decided that I would only ever have a child if I'm absolutely completely sure that it's the right relationship, because I don't want to be a one-parent father.
Oh, so I'm not the right person then.
No, okay, now
That makes
no,
me
that's
think.
I feel like a sort of
That was before I met you.
partnership counselor, so I want to step in to say that from what I know, they are a perfect couple, but they also meet at some time in life when the biological clock of Romina was going a bit to retirement.
Yeah.
The reproductive system was going to retire.
Yeah.
So now they're enjoying a perfect relationship, and probably this decision is already the train has started, the ship has sailed or something.
When we met and got a bit more serious, we had a discussion about children.
Yeah. I think we kind of touched base on our first date or something. We were talking
a
about.
bit early. I don't remember it being that early.
I
But
think so.
But-
We talked a lot that night.
yeah, well, at that time I was kind of travelling quite a lot for work. I was doing various other kind of bits and pieces, and I didn't want to be tied down with kids.
Kids.
Yeah, because the only time when I understand, I think, because the only time when I imagine myself being a father is being an absent father, like doing my life, minding my own business. Sometimes I enter the door in the house,
hello, I'm
I
back.
pat on the head the kid, and then I just mind my own. So I thought this is not exactly what a father should be. Like this is
the kind of relationship you're planning to.
But yeah, when you told me more about your physical condition, and then explained that you didn't want any possibility of passing on your condition to a child.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I don't want a child anyway.
Like, found the right one.
Yeah, but that's good to know. And do you had a lot of pressure, if I may ask, from your parents? Like, we want to be are they grandparents?
Yes, they are grandparents.
Oh, good.
And I think they're quite happy to be grandparents.
But they know
I
that
guess-
nothing will come from us.
I guess if my brothers hadn't had any children, then there might be a bit of pressure. But
you took the
no.
bullet for all.
Yeah.
That's good.
So they're occupied with my brother's kids.
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't mind that we never plan to have children.
Yeah. I mean, we have a little furry daughter,
Yeah, but the cat
It's
is.
not. It's not the same, but for us it is.
It's already more commitment that I and my partner and I can afford, can do so far. So we don't plan to have, because
It
again,
is a lot of work.
I can only imagine myself with a pet, like for 2 seconds, patting on the same procedure as having a kid. Really, entering home, patting on the head.
To
the
be
pet,
fair, our Neo, the more you leave her alone, the happier she is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to do enforced snuffle. we just need. She knows. She knows. We grab her, we snuffle her. It's just that minute, and then she knows that we let her go, and then she can get on with her life.
And we tried to keep her interacting with other people, so just for fun, we say to my parents, "Oh, here's your granddaughter.
Yeah.
That's
Can you look after our granddaughter while we go away on holiday?"
that's true. That's that's nice. And expectations on grandchildren, if they are cats, are lower than if they are humans.
Oi.
Probably it's a bit easier, as long as they can walk and use the
Yeah, the litter.
then they are happy. So yeah, that's so there was not much pressure. And may I ask again, do you have a religious background that made you feel no, you really have to multiply yourself and or
No, I'm
oh that's good.
no, very very technically I'm Church of England, but I'm not following, and yeah, Church of England doesn't really mind so much, like unlike Catholics.
Yeah, Catholic is a bit more like
There's more pressure.
yes, but again, I think sometimes because there's also there are schools that are run by Catholic. I don't know what's the reason. You need to. Yeah, the idea is you have kids, then you bring kids to the Sunday school, and the cycle goes on. But in my experience, sometimes this cycle was more a sort of a not necessarily meant to. Doesn't matter whether you grow a Christian family, as long as you grow a family that goes to church
Yeah.
until they do all the confirmation, whatever, and then maybe one day they will get married, they will have other kids. It's complicated, and I think it's
There's a very funny Monty Python sketch that compares Protestants to Catholics. So there's one family is Catholic, and they've got hundreds of children, and the mother is like doing some washing up or something, and then she just drops another child. would you pick that up, please? And then on the opposite side of the road is another family who are Church of England or whatever, and they don't have any children at all because they're allowed to use condoms. And then it bursts into song on the Catholic family side about every sperm being sacred.
Oh dear.
which is sort of but it puts so much pressure, and I had this pressure that you need to have kids, which is ironic because again Jesus never had a kid. The priests that tell you should have kids, they don't have kids. The bishops, none of them have kids. You need to have kids, and that feels like a sort of double standard.
Yeah, in a way, it's like, it's a bit like, the thing that we were talking about, it was in an Italian episode, but there is this MP in Italy that she says that if you call your dog or your cat with a person name, it means deep down you wanted a kid, so you didn't have a kid, so you named your pet with a person name.
It's always
well, if we did have kids, I wouldn't be looking to name it Neo.
No, neither would I. I actually said the names that I wanted to name my kids if we had any. Do you have some ideas of how you wanted to call your kids if you had any?
Nope.
Oh, I do. Mattia for a boy and Amelia for a girl.
Not sure about Mattia for a boy, but okay.
It's and with an A, so people assume. There's a Luca in England that she's a girl.
Yeah. I remember I went to a gig, and the person that was running the show was Luca, and I never met this person.
And you were expecting a man.
I was expecting a man, and then I got there. Oh yeah, I'm Luca.
But
Really?
I like. I would love.
There's a song, isn't there? Her name is
Luca.
Luca.
Yeah, but that with the K. But I love the total freedom. There should be total freedom name-wise. People should be able. Well, okay, you cannot call maybe your son or pet with a swear word. Maybe not total freedom, but
do you
more
remember
freedom.
when there was that thing? You know the name Andrea.
Yeah.
In Italy is a male
Yes.
name, but like in Germany, Andrea is female and Andreas with
Is
that
male,
S
yeah.
is male. And I can't remember if what they would do, but in Italy, I think there was a point where they were saying you can't call your daughter Andrea.
Oh, they try. But again, this idea of limiting freedom for whatever the reason they want to,
Yeah.
or trying to see if, oh, you name your dog this way, you want a kid. Like if you are always they watch you to see if you can, like, okay, let's assume you name a dog with the name that you would love to give to a kid, and that, then what? Does it mean that now you have to conceive a kid because they spot you? Is that your dog? Yeah. How do you call it? Carlo. Now you go back into your bedroom, have a Carlo straight, and we come back in 9 months to see if you.
If you have a Carlo
Yeah,
or
I mean,
a Carla.
what's the point? Even
Yeah.
if it's this idea that let people have their whatever.
Wherever
make their
they want, they
choice.
want to make them happy. Yeah, and we are happy with our kids.
Woo.
Woo!
Indeed, yes,
Yeah.
and the kids that we might have would be less happier if they were. I mean, not I talk about myself. If I had a kid, he wouldn't be so happy of this weird father who only enters sometimes in the house, pat him on the head, and just leaves. And hey, kid.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be happy with the kid either.
No, I would be.
Oh.
Yeah,
Too much to deal with. Not for me.
yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, honestly, it's like when you go to. Let's say you go to a restaurant and say, "Oh, I want, I don't know, salad." Are you sure you don't want meat? Because if you want a salad, it's because deep down you want a steak. No, oh, what do you want? A Caesar salad. Caesar salad with chicken. So you want a steak deep down? No, I just want a Caesar salad. I
Yeah.
don't want a steak. Leave me alone. So.
Hello. Yeah. But have you had any, as a last thing for this episode,
Darren, yes.
for Darren, I wanted to ask, have you had any encounters with people asking you, oh, when are you going to have a kid? Or like, kind of judging you if they ask you if you want kids and you said no?
No, not really. I think that probably happens more to women than to men.
Yeah.
I don't really get questioned by my friends or people I've worked with, or no.
Not even when you got married, didn't I? So how?
Once you get married, then yeah, people do wonder and ask, oh, when's the first one going to come along? But yeah, as I said, my situation then was different. We did, for a bit at least, want to have children, and then it kind of never happened. And then the marriage fell apart anyway. So.
Yeah.
Also because having a kid is not, in my opinion, a good way to try to fix a relationship.
Yeah, although some people do.
That's a disastrous idea.
Yeah, that's the worst idea ever.
It's like, we are struggling with my flatmate, now we're gonna try to buy a house together and have a mortgage forever because we don't get along very well. But maybe
This will force us together.
if we go to the bank and we have then we will have to say, yeah, okay, good luck, but I don't think it will work.
Anyway, I think we'll come to an end of this episode. Thank you so much, Darren, for being part of this episode.
Thank you, Darren, and see you
next
time.
episode.
Maybe with a new guest. Who knows?
Bye.
Bye.